And you may see a Magana for a quab by the bandits 100 points. And I would say, I shall see the way be mine. Na Edia dance pefe say, and you may be a mo. And you may do na Yawada, and I say a Benada, Jumedia, Yatunidin say torchlight, and I just see you. Ya saw torchlight, you know. Baby, I will be also somebody. Na Yemfa and she, a year or minimum. Yem be beside your honsem, and no ma air coso, and now torchlight and a voice saw the air. And you saw Nafasha Suhum constituency. Na and ye bedi come up papa, ewo aye Suhum constituency. Mrase Bedania, or call for aye 4 terms. 4 terms, you know, ya can't be all other terms and 90 and say 16 years na our Ghana Mrase Bedjafie. Obia, why you Mrase Bedjani for 16 years? Na others who were aye Ghana Mrase Bedjafie until 2020. Eba ne sen eno ko lusu ni seat e de koma obi ni nyina ne ye ba be di ho komo enne ye be hwe eya brand in the political life e de na de ne be wura active politics mu na ye bisa ye kwaye nim no or retire from active politics ana say bibi fufuro esi ne so enne ye ne honorable Opare Ansa, former member of parliament 4 times ewo eye Suhum constituency. Na oye engineer papa na eba eye communication ni mo so to me say wa bin yie enu nti na enye wanwa say okoye deputy minister of states ewo eye communication ministry aso eye na eche say otum say yes ba ho na parliament nyina communication committee na oteso na ene ye ba betoto na no ye bisa no so far obetena fie after 16 years the political life it is saying Midin de Jerry OSEI AGYEMANG, Pius Beidu Bansen, Naomi Obenewa, woman name producers, woman etamechi, Margaret Abena Frima Abankro, the in charge of the social media. Na Okohwa, Ubehu, and your honorable parents, and I want for pa, just say, I'm finna get in a year, produce our brand here, papa. Now, Okohwa, who said, yeah, it is a number. It's a corner question, Okona, but one with your radio in the air. Who made Facebook, I'm sorry, but I'll be in Facebook, the end of course is here. And you need 100.9 FM. Need 100.9 FM. Honorable Fred Opare Ansa and the over Yenchewa. Honorable Wakaba.
Yeah.
Now, and what would you say?
Yamada Roma. Umuya papa. Yeah, Danaquam.
If you had Danaquam, come. On best was Suhum, what to say?
Oh, Suhum, they said, I'll be a catcher, if I hot to Suhum. There is only one place.
Yeah.
I like Suhum. Suhum politics there. Tambia was a more shit.
And yes, some people
or to car Kuyanas near time.
Suhum etimima obi and then the car be 5151. Also, what they also 5151. Yes, obi catch them. Obi so times or parents are there so 5151. Hey, Suhum.
By any GS or
yeah, more young money affair. Even though when we say more homo. Mo twede ba zabe obia wonte so obia to second uncle wo wonte so obia kwakwa mo to bia no good
so whom produces very good legislators,
very good
very good leaders,
good
ne ekoso nkete mpu transfer na the account na wa udimrika say sorry ko ya adwuma o say no room to rest said your leaders need be kind you hit the ground running. And it's good. It has to be like that.
Okay.
So that we can continue. Say, I did the best material ever out.
Are you still in active politics?
Oh, politics crowd here. In Nims, I said that were inactive politicians.
Politicians are.
That, over twice a crowd. We a serious politician.
Yeah.
Ufno no crowd. Yeah, they Nchiani vote. Now no one who's enjoying yes.
Yeah. And
you will never really leave politics. MPB are now obi atwasia. Nimda INA. Normally by elections yana banada. Remember na Edruna Sunday Tuesday na bana.
Say Tuesday no.
Sadan yana. Yeah. Sympathy vote na.
Nani jina
akabom na dia bre. Bibia once you are in, no, you are in for good. Meti honde okase menko ba bi nko pa adwuma. Igware me say dia meti MPP no. Obi a nim say akwai MPP ni. Na adwuma ra kra NDC ni. Once you get into it, you understand say you will be actively involved in politics for life. Yes. That's what your politics papa.
Na ulusu ye political life what to say.
Okay, I think that's taking a turn for the better. Right. The Parliament. Na me who say said ya we can bro from say na my cocooned ewo constituency nkwa ufi suhuma no abankran na me Ecowas MP so e bi oha na me kwa Abuja. That's it. Bia mienu ya Accra Suhum, Accra Abuja, Accra Suhum no ana say brebia na me but bibi crowd me be outside of this circle be a committee work Kumasi ho Tamale be once in a while na but since January I'm about me to acquire for my new so many places will be inviting me a year Ambusie Mekoye be Tamale Mekoye Makoye year to asu Kumasi a few times near because it's in and yet the biani here say weekend drive at the me home. So, and kind of say, ye be bus whom and our program use whom. The problem with the constituency is the bank crisis, and they say, only excuse be not to go.
Yeah.
See, once you are in Ghana, never soon weekend near better now the honor no ma. If you on crying now, constituency where you pass you constituency was in tray. They say no, me quine, but minor for na a share a party now, me domino cry. And I want to say, the Bible call. Election 2024.
Yeah.
Ya realize to say 2024 about we there. Yes, I G2 me no be. Ye mu bi o ha ye carry ahwe. Ya hwe dia ya so betumi aye ade.
Okay. Na yenhwe 16 years in Ghana's parliament. Experiences na etesen wo.
Well, the dikan ma me fa kwanya iso. Isa sa se me na me nda so. Ase. Nyo bia na nya na sedia enya no preni ansana make parliament na suhuma konwa no obi ani ho awako more than one term da all the way fit kwame nkroma breast abesi se me bai obi azu ni ho na ode konwa no ko position da aban bia betra so pe aje nkroma breast so uzi abae me na okuda akuna na ye MP na Liman by PMP. Rollins 2 terms in an NDC for Akonya. Before by a year, Miss Ruby so for second term. They say, I'm in charge of medical position 2 terms, assigned by power back another term. Indeed, I had dumb crying out and say, room for a day I am to give me that continuous 4 terms, you know. A bureaucracy was whom I remain grateful to the people of so. Maka say, be also now. Sabe school na ukonya osuahu bi ewo school ni mu konya nimdia utumi enya akwanya ede ye duma ede boa oman ni nyina. Like I said, through a stay in parliament for 16 years no ya me kusua ewo school mu Bachelor of Science and Technology Engineering best specializing in telecom ya akwanya pa wo parliament boa she mra horo di juma hodo obekai brayeton Vodafone na nimdia soronko ame wonti menso mitumi gina ho de boa aban e ma aban eton sa juma kuyi enya mfaso pa ho
na odi makotene
papa ra ko jo baro de onya no ba bi ko na me fa ne currency ode communication service tax CST eba mu akoten papa ebiem na say
Sabrina abetifi ya branch ye papa they are not your communication minister
Green team.
Green team, yes.
No, I'm minister. Na where bra yeba opposition. What are they friend common platform? Me am the minim die na me dey common platform me. The amendments file wa parliament near opposition. The create one platform a suba be so mo.
Be so many
Kenny GVG. Be so mo. This ka be bre Ghana man. So what I say. Nti ya kwanya sononko na meka say nyame nyini say omo amene omo ko school no ye mu mienu mpo ka me ho anya saa kwanya bebre wo industry mu ebi engineers wo VRA ebi wo Netco ebi wo ECG any other power companies ebi nso wo ye Vodafone ne Tigo ne ade enyo obia na anya akwanya se dia manyan de nimde na yi nyina yekusua wo school ya ba be hye oman ne mram ne amanya saa kwanya aka se ye che na nyame e de ache me na ya dom na mfonso dom me.
Were you disappointed? A bra a kodwa santi be 2 years.
There be cry. Let me say appointment be mu na ye fleeting. Like I say just in passing. The me call election bia na bring me kuma. The battle ya me ko die. Ada say me win. The edi go. So I just say. See me dey magwini mu ne me kuma mu no. Aya na crowd any outcome for any election. Knowing very well the history of the home seat, So I just say. And then while we many now coming a Brian situation in 2008. That was just after my first term. I'm making my second attempt. Clearly, I quite to the point of say about pie several times. Well, indeed, and yeah, the from my say be a co-election. Co-election my D. Who go into Ebehame.
1 year BB year na.
I mean,
because Obiaka watana so meaning say touch from
Mama the history of the seat. And so who say so whom
dynamics no.
So whom for crying used to MP back for such a long time. So I just say if we so many delegates be breeding komo. And omanfo ni be breed so edin komo. Menya sure say we beka say be but he be bonnet quite enye. So say na du bra say me ko no be for eba. The delegates no post train ne omodie mu no eh Ghana na etwa so omo pese obi for eba. Na ebi o ha obi no cause you honorable crowd na enye unti na meto aba no mpotia o emom Messi na obentia ben wo no na ma abano etia. But of course EMP for 16 years means obenya nipa bi so a omo wo ho for that long, that 16 years. Also ebi a ebinom ho ebinom mfono ya de nti aka say enye bribi potting nti na delegates decide say new akojo. That's one also about the home. Philosophy back. Every point in time, the best politician in any constituency, they were winning election. Friend is saying strategies, the other two formula. So, and making coalition, we and your complaints. Over complaining, say, no, nipa no, this can win here, then I also copy.
Also, Fabi win.
Also, Fabi win. It's all just to say.
Sikani win
election there. That's why you have to do ko pebi. So what I say. They often say macho there. Ko macho from one day. Na fashiano. I'm not saying that this is good or bad. It's just to say sometimes what say we lose election we are and we cry and na way say we lose election we are we lose.
Okay.
As simple as that. So of ni
no.
And you lost to a better candidate. And he just say, let me lose two primaries. Let me lose to general election. So I said there each primary, maybe no more sorry. Yampene, yabe skirt and blouse. Yabe say na they are crow ne. There na me de amanipa kuma ba for money the winning election. What I say? I na a dread the pan is a me lose seat NDC for. So me beji seat no. I went before.
Yeah.
No sunti no. Lose you. I mean so me share say boa aye adwumaden me ya to me pija constituency no back in the game of MP. Indeed, the motto from 2004, my objective was that we will make Suhum a stronghold. I think, say,
who can say you lost to a better candidate? I didn't know, can say.
Because he won. And Tina Meka say at every point in time, I see, Obofo, Onone ni ane den eho apaso. Na aboa na ane nam wapaso. And your friend Obofo.
But Obi win elections no better.
Obi winning
elections no you better candidate.
Politically.
Okay.
Make kind of politics. Tina make kind electoral strategies.
Okay.
They kika hono. So at the side wako league match. More about a whole league made up of several matches. But on a particular day, the one that will win the league, no, to me lose to better team on that day. But eventually, no, to me winning the entire league. So what I'm saying is, as far as that elections go, I lost to the better candidate, and indeed he went ahead to win a
general elections. Okay.
And Koko Lusu there. And then he said,
I didn't see
it. But he went ahead, won with a very respectable margin.
Okay. Jenny Honorable Fred Oparansa, or your former member of parliament, or your Suhum constituency, 4 terms, and now Oko ye Kabumo years and a 16 years, and Udi, and Newton and Amma for Cry Fredo, Suhum Mugabe. I say, be swap or jail, and I didn't know Mugabe. Anyway, but Honorable, Parliament. So we a parliamentarian at the same. I am near Tete. Yanum ya yembe yempi day. As you more than. Yene yes one may call for free. Yet it is a biasha see you. Eh, it be one may jay see you. A call ye may a madam for backo pa. Where we need come or boho. Offer me or say, hey, my Jerry, said the DNA no and ye easy because on say ne a bra or ye or borrow baby no me
free something.
Borrow baby no no me just say weekend the crowd no me go but where did ye a do weekend that won't to add so we be said the echo e dey na motivate mo na e yam pass a hoarding the hoarding so aden and the debia da mo person boko.
Me just say the very first reason to our call. No one motivate you to go back. Remy Jaya Juma for Parliament. I'm a salary per month of 5. Oh Ghana.
Hey.
Yes.
Sir.
Yes.
$5,000.
Yes.
As soon as I need travel games, say we women you cry.
Yeah, me call first time crack for year salary for year.
That's a
now about 2,000.
2,000. But no 3,000.
They do 3,000. But I left a $5,000 job. Go and do that because let's see many so that some person so me mind.
So many things amoko.
Yeah, me here Juma for about 10 years as an engineer. And son I call Parliament. We school 94 year Juma to 2004. Son I call. In fact, me all Parliament crowd. I just speaker certificate for a while and I'm a deputy minister. And I'm to practice an engineer. So I say, for me, dear, because they may have met me assume in my assume. Me was school, you know. I used to tell me mates, maybe so.
This is about home.
But yes, once and so, Odo home, Bako Shimuno. Somehow, I say, some Adriani. We don't sako campaign. So, course, now, to me, a news easily. For a lot of people, no matter say, another question is, who fit Parliament now? You be a professional, say be a me, and we share in business be Parliament. Yeah, so before Nipa be brave, you know, rap Parliament, yeah, now they leaving Parliament to go and do what? Until say a beer through primaries and general election, no be lose. Afi, what determine baby on the home. Until there is the bigger question so of how we will harness the energies of your ex-MPs. Oko to say Nigeria, the America, no there. Or several options for these people like us. Yeah. Don't forget, say they work in Parliament. Which means you classroom be out. This parliament, wow.
Yeah.
You know, they say it to me grow institutions around parliament. You grow political space, you know. That year, you bet to me Abuama MPBF parliament or bet to me cry put the knowledge, the experiences, you know, to good use. Let me give you an example. They say Nigeria and the US, or more state legislative houses. To say Lagos State Parliament and yet national parliament. And sana national parliament, you know, so by camera. And the of lower house, bet to me a call, Senate. The same applies to US state. Are you phoning in our small parliament? Sana national parliament sign 2 houses. And sana Ankrofo to me a move eco contesting gubernatorial elections to become governors of states.
Okay.
And there's a lot of political maneuverings and spaces for people to get into other political positions. Yeah, it's a little constricted because we're here, Council of State now, and you're designed as kind of house, active,
yeah,
for that kind of politics. So, and even no can say, oh, I can't, no more, near there. I say, Council of State, so, I talk about more the Yajuma. The other Nanyanka, Ufi, I had, I'm a politics, I'm used to, who TCC region, say, me Council of State, or more contest, no one come who's, I'm going to but it's not the objective. Objective for me, find that kind of political space. I made to me a level of activity here on my politics. What I say. The because I don't know who's MPs be break or parliament. Ultimately, now they seek re-election. They seek get back parliament. My to me a catch was a Juma there. Yeah, Juma. Kind of parliament. Yeah, Juma. It's just maybe a controversial Maya.
Yeah.
On time, yasem. Maybe I'm the only time both sides of the house we also more a Juma together. When it is to do with their welfare, but it is not true. I can tell you, say the house works on consensus about 95% of the time.
Are you sure?
Yes. The little single issues. The number of bills, motions that we pass within a meeting of parliament. There's so many, but it be at the whole meeting, one bill and one motion, and a whole assembly, a debate, a be here say MPs, a call radio and TV stations, a discuss it because of how be tensions and tempest rose on the floor. But by and large, we agree on so many things. After all, agree in the and the committee system of our parliament, a very good forum. Ironing out a normal baby and Sakrana Babidu plenary. And one of the beautiful things of Ghana's parliament, in fact, maybe a call training bill House of Commons or UK.
Okay.
And your discussions, no more realizes that they even commended us that we have a better system. First, a business committee.
Oh.
And on the Shisha Parliamentary.
Parliamentary, yeah. Yes. Then why member also pay?
Yes. I serve on it, I think, about 3 of my terms in business committee. Apart from my first term, and all the other terms I served on the business. Then there will be a friend of pre-sitting conference. Leadership, and then Mr. Speaker. So, I'm going to transit, no more share. Juma yebe for that day, I'm making sure say I agree on why I so I Juma at that point, be a controversial. So, the way you whip and our leader now, Ube who's our deal, assemble. Now, was if you see a got forces. He said, a bear idea to see a Tuswaba. Well, so started a whippy, we are whipper. The second time, Name,
chief whip, yeah.
That time, the next of fears and our frail troops. So, be also to Krubia, Mobia, or what to coin within a travel distance. A 3-line whip cried, and abrochiri kra na ne te se ufri ase pe elopre achi kwan na that tremu eba so what you say nti these systems na ye wo ha UK for mu ni bi na omu chief whip and the prime minister eko transit determine agenda na nom de aba behwim na omu eka wura mu sa me wa oba ye business committee the majority leader and a chairman and a minority leader and a ranking member business committee. The minority has a direct say in the business of the house. No, of course, the majority can always decide to go in a direction because they have superior numbers. But the point is that minority would have had an opportunity to either criticize in committee, now to raise objection, and sana about plenary. The house rules are quite decorous. Some of the African parliaments are
colleagues say action
and say I know the once you have a near parity parliament, no, ubi flies in the muscle kakra. It is to be expected when the numbers are so close. That one is to be expected.
Okay, good. What the messages and Facebook live our comments and what the better home making camera WhatsApp messages and so as 0277 860 644 0277 860 644 Asamben and I want the titru to whom constituency for and then I want the bisa a honorable Frederick Opare answer but former MP 4 terms and now Odiye and where you to whom abattoir and persuaso it will conduct so beside parliamentarian.
Oh, it's a yeah, parliamentarian, Pobium, I feel not whom for Adomia Bros. Really not looking to get back into parliament. I feel say any opportunity to serve the people of this country. There are other capacities to me serve within the country. Certainly go back to parliament, not so. Not because I'm humo, but I'm saying, say, so said your Maya Mamma no cry.
It's in a just a winya or besia back, but won't first whom I can never
be any sound. The American is a bet to me. Mpon Kamewa, goodness of my
qua,
but in your Guinea as a call a parliament back. But obviously, we go so explore say other political spaces. I will party name, I will mine but I can always.
What thoughts ever a year one may suggest, including majority leader, and now Mokase experienced wise, especially in the 4 times 16 years. Now primaries no will lose. And you won't go on. You were MPCB or lose or primaries are me as a journalist. I am a in your hypocrite. I am a honestly. Am I big people will be doing already so. That is it. Inti the ABC say. Sadie na ye kano no. Any MPC in so a be a normal so no down hono because we represent all man for no so parliament. You know no so lose touch. It's experience. And it's a well lose touch. Our base. Ya be the day. We thought on it.
Well, yes, no. Because that is the thrust of the matter. You have to strike a good balance between good performance of parliamentary duties and maintaining good contact and relationship with or constituency base. What I say?
Yeah.
Parliament now ko na wote ho. On de ho, onte ho ma ho. Nipa bi na ti ba bi na o masoma. What I say? Nti decisions are o support wo ho. Nsem a wo ka wo ho. Debates are o ye. Any expectations almost wo ema within the constituency no. Is that offer a kwan so na to me balance sa no man nyina. Campaign bebre. Rebecca say, fine, and yam pay juma, Asian yam pay juma. In I no cray. But
Omukwa, most of the American different.
I no cray. But the problem, then say, campaigner. Oh, say, yes, a pretty parliamentary campaigner from presidential campaign. So, and in most cases, parliamentary candidates, no, yana ye leady, party's campaign at the constituency level. You ever say 2016, a baba him, I'm call a bit to say Supriso. And who's almost quite yet. Maybe made an another fire from Suhum through a crab through Supriso. Eko nankesi ansa ne yeko oforidua. Ama chiro mo say someone who say me the president abefa ha. The person who said they are kwan na yede etifa. So that dachi ye ba aban mu a na ye president me ni year he will remember say ofa sa kwan yizo. The America na yede yampa. So what I say. So stricto sensu no enye wadwuma. But uban crying so ha na ye che enema no. Nti constituency for no so it was our expectation, you know. Especially so what can asem during the campaign time. Ukasai on behalf of president and the party, you know, not for your parliamentary endeavor, but among for the once yati free one no, you honey yati free. Sometimes even the non-performance of central government it may reflect poorly.
How about one penny so?
MP. What I say is that when I call Hokoye campaign. Come on, can you asem? Come on, kwan ho asem. Come on, nsuo ho asem. President beba constituency. Baba ne ebia make a presidential candidate. Baba ne ebia constituency capital. The kwan wo ha ebia obetouch one other or two other communities. Ejuma na aka nyina through the constituency wona obey. So you are the face. I say MMDC is yanto oso aba.
Yeah.
Until they never get to go to meet the communities and tell them say through presidency, you know, they are appointees of the president. The MP, no, you become face of the party within the constituency. You upe Jumana, any expectations na, man for what the ma party near bina kahono, only the best one. That is why sometimes there was such high attrition rate of your parliament. Indeed, we lost some fine MPs the last primaries, but we also got some very good replacements in terms of people who have the capacity. So they are call if you say na yenim parliament adwuma. What I say, but you koko sua you know. In fact, I don't know many just MP Kasana say John Kuma. You have to have a sharp learning curve. Unsua adwuma no ye in 10 munsum na onye if you say new ones are mobile no. Yeah. And indeed, I can tell say already, you know, some of them are beginning to show signs of promise.
Internet is a one is how fun in your dream say experience near the year Juma into a Sadian say yes, I any beam.
The American say we are elected through adult suffrage by your constituent. And only the cardinal principle are guided in democracy, you know. And you can't take that one away. So I just say. And notwithstanding, you know, at the party level, so there are always mechanisms by which you can appeal to the senses of the delegates. Nipa. So I'm a party ma. As I'm pass, so be who here pa parliament, my party, you know, and you get a sense, say nipa way, see free, MY, you can always appeal to them. So I say. I remember now can't be TVSM.
Yeah.
Honorable Eugene Tejapon.
Tejapon, yes.
No, chairman of finance committee. And he was under threat from a minister now,
yeah.
Honorable Green Team. And then the late
PWP. Peter Raffi. Yeah.
The two of them in 204. But I remember said the party and the government and this uncle Fui Kasai said, look, the chairman of finance committee, the best friend. And happy Brea. Come on, train science. And one here now. Yeah, I command the impression. Say, be a ejuma cry your parliament. Any answer. Indeed, these people, they listen and they step down.
Good. You go so ayene your honorable parents ayene no. It didn't come on edify ayene political lives. It will pick some of your messages. More than you can maybe send some into most. O messages ni bi amode beba no e yade making kama no na ono so we yi ano interactive show a minimu nyina e na edi eye dwuma no okay right we say good evening Mark Jerry. Today I'm enjoying your program because the man sitting in front of you is my boss, Honorable Pariansa, incoming GS. You mean General Secretary? MPP is a listening person. He's not corrupt. That is why he's whom move forward during his time. Inti we amwani fita odifi asamai kese ena ono so ediaba. Ade o pese o contest general secretary.
Well, I'm reprom a better kiss this. Did say
who would decision be say political hurdle no
medical cashier say MPD anya dia but I'm looking within the political space, see what other opportunities will present itself. This year no me say party nankasa they are to host sometime next year.
Yeah.
For January I could see by middle of the year be party reorganization. And this presents opportunities for everybody.
And likely so will be contest the executive position be a party no more national level.
Likely, but you do what the probability of it will be certainly discussed.
I'm for the metric account
on social media. I'm for Kapa. Bonnie be nimsa.
It's a say you
may believe in this at this point, no.
Yeah.
Badi who be sa.
Yeah.
Papa mua na wakwesi ahene fo nkyɛn ɛwɔ kokoam ɛwɔ party nim na onoma didi saa inkita hodie no sadia obia ɔte na dwa so at this time benya wɔtweme de ayɛ na dwuma ewie especially so presidency no kra enhyehyɛ aban no nwie so in take attention away from Juma president no no even we need 2024 we knew about 80 to 90% of it ejina aban modern ball in this second term so the rest no in the bejina party reorganization no so what I say aban no ebo ne homodin yie ni a reorganizing here enye yi na say yetutu mrika so na me contest we me yesi aban ne teda na agidam a zangufor say better so we libra.
Okay.
Oh, ruling government. Chance of being general secretary of a party in opposition. So, in the polling station for more party, we say, according to President Kufuor, you know, one of us just don't get here. So, I say, better in political terms for you to be anything in a ruling party of the ruling government and to be the general secretary in opposition.
Mamin Kevin is saying, legacy is being ubitimi edi achire yen demonstrable track record ewusuhum constituency after 16 years say koba say wa hinti yen wonchire ba bia ba wa hinti say likely say obe position bi at national level inti o demonstrable track record ben in your constituency after 16 years womode ba yen hwesode na achi bi na womode ato abade ama wo ebra obetwi uti apie wo ticket bi so.
What's out of me 2 tickets as well?
Yeah.
But medical cultural how shaky the Suhum seat was in terms of who keeps the seat, like a political party. But over this period, I have managed to secure the Suhum seat for the MPP, which is quite commendable. It will normal kakra so I'm a parliament at the trail. Very few people and which me leave that kind of hallmark. When him say right information bill, it was based on my amendment and you're postponing implementation into 2020 instead of starting it in 2019. Okay. Clearly representing and crop for year power parliament. I made a very good mark. My printing me answered my contributions women as a whole bookshelf of it. Occasionally me find me humor. I can say me juma ye. Yeah, me the kind case me pese ye infrastructural projects near there. Be kase ye MP responsibility. Uye bi aye, but aye bi pass. Me koye MP no.
Yes, some lobbying skills no.
Me koye MP no. Nkro ewo constituency ni mo na nkanea ewo so. Etumi abobo ni nyina wo mensa ba akoso.
Osa.
Na nkese badum. Arikro mango ase. Na omo pe na won kanea. Omo pe na won kanea. Suhum, unim Suhum area hoye.
Suhum in Hokakra.
Unim Kofija.
Kofija, yeah.
Tari Suhum.
Tari hon, yeah.
Because I'm light in here. Na light in Drew hoy. Unim Ali Akanasi. Pass a man can say, UPF Suhum.
Okay.
Because I'm been Ali Akanasi. Na light in here. But before me fi Suhum as MP, no. A bad thing is that community be a Canadian. Yeah. The only community be also whom abodi a amateur time I can call her. They call her 2728. They call her after. They call her in another by a recent time because of the fight that I get projects into constituency. So that is indeed. Let me have for health infrastructure, me for education, sports and entertainment. Me all rounder. So that is. Me make sure say me make Suhum proud at every sphere. Even though ebi ohwa nyame ankasa empo ebi ohwa bi krati me dis opa ansa person koya dey we ya and responsibility no do make koya because onim say ankoya me. I remember a few schools some of our previous MMDCs we call her normal to say so opa school dana say wa call her so omudimrika assembly because you see ama so what I say over the period no make I say infrastructure wise no very good. They say so home chrome the first year a year asphalt good minister bar last 2 years a year where overhead no every and the council some say oguso asphalt and crow bebre mu and na so home where my community as am awarding 10 kilometers asphalt in the town. Aumugusoa omo I'm praying say umbetumi before the term of this government expires in 2024. Eti mayebi betumi a whole list of things utra has refer say abobo school by school, community by community. So I just say I'm probably one of the first who introduced even brush cutters. School parks near have videos and pictures. How many community it is your community school park so with brush cutter instead of cutlasses. Are they spraying machines? Are they spraying gangs? I'm sure it's more spraying machines my communities more than government ever sent spraying machines to the spraying gangs. Yes, and there's probably not a single community from your farming. Manche 1 or 2 units of spray machines. Let me go over and over and over again. The youth front.
Just say so home dear why you be a hopper.
I cry. Me son media.
Was son of dear. Yes, a bema be ye one be. Soon falls with your tear pa to be beyond one to my ya weekend and will be to me a dance here. Okay, good. Now, young share a year political life in the store. Coming back to it. Now, wouldn't be a obetting ye oko and what you say in Wako Bua, you say period of estivation. Then make a Greek science. It will quite buno cacrano. Who say, Ucha when you show say, political idea we or regret say, Utu and Namombi, a bra na would you rush with Jenny active.
I wouldn't say I have regrets. But obviously, anytime you cast your mind back history, you can always see things from a different perspective. If you had the benefit of hindsight, may assure say you can always do things a little differently, a little better. That's what I say. With the benefit of hindsight, one would always say, but judging by how I did things when I did them, I can only say if you take me back in time to those days, probably do things the same way I did, without the benefit of hindsight, so to speak. Indeed, I don't really have regrets in my political life in Parliament, parliamentary days, whether the constituency, Ecowas, or Ghana Parliament.
Okay, good. Now, why Ecowas Parliament and why government and now more you say is it a delegation or you are representing Ghana?
Ghana's delegation to the ECOWAS Parliament.
Very good. Comparatively, where the Ghana, in fact, Yaka, one of the best Parliament Ghana can be. Inti, Oko, experience wise, what the BB table no so Ghana Parliament. No, maybe I say to me, able to me improve, enhance the work of Ghana, your Parliament House.
Well, certainly. I would say the ECOWAS Parliament, an aggregation of terms of we are a normal honor. In fact, just the English, Westminster, and only the French. If you see, the normal be or to say they are French for no. Okay. If so to say they are English for no. For instance, committees are there were chairman, ranking member, you have a vice chairman, and lately, concept of a deputy ranking member has developed. Oko ECOWAS Parliament, and on these committees, our Ghana, there were plaques are almost fully responsible for the reportage of committee work, together with the chair. But we have a system. Apart from the chairman and the vice chairman, or rapporteurs who are responsible during the committee, Ejumano, clerk, at the capture. Morning in an abesha reports here there. But committee phase anymore. One or more present a report either to the committee itself or to plenary. Any sir, I don't know. Ibiano committee chairman and a workload committee chairs were quite heavy. Make a business committee chair.
Yes.
You call ECOWAS. You were their friend, the Conference of Committees Bureau. Our committee bureau now me describe a chairman, vice, our first rapporteur, second rapporteur, NIPA 4 no, and the speaker, and then the clerks and the deputy speakers. We now more kamboma, and only a friend at our conference. On the conference, and there were the responsibility of determining the agenda any meeting of Parliament. Today, a business committee in the Yawahana. Now, it feels that it is a better way than a business committee. The reason is this: every committee leadership, any name on a committee program, any on a committee schedule, at that meeting, they are able to give better particulars of committee in Ejuma and how they expect to be able to work within the meeting of our parliament. But you see, a business committee or Ghana a different group of people. Among committee chairs, we necessarily just the majority, the minority, and the two whips, and any other members. Indeed, the challenge here, system no Ghana is a committee chairman, committee or your program or your business. I get delinked from business committee. The business of the okay. Expanding on you to make for instance. The chairman and ranking members of every committee. It will be big. It will be a bit unwieldy, but they will do better job at programming the house's job than we do at the moment. Sometimes I have a little disconnect. Committee chair be crowd or business. I will flow so now a be an ninyama host and a whip. Let you know. Rankasa may not. Yeah, where's your programming a business? Amano. Indeed, there are little things which. Important. The issue, for instance, of the Fulani headsmen. Became a common issue. And ECOWAS Parliament. ECOWAS Parliament. Coming back home, now it enriched my knowledge about the issues. Then security issues. I was there 4 years back. Security concerns and the fact that you're careful about the things we put out, and also the need to approach all these security concerns in a more holistic, sub-regional manner. Rather than to see it as a Ghana problem. It's an ECOWAS problem. If other countries, and with the advent of internet and our transborder free movement, it's easy for target groups to, for groups to pop in and pop out, commit crimes and go easily back out, because your borders that's solidly, if you will, patrolled. And it is even against the tenets of the ECOWAS free movement. But the idea is for citizens and transhumans to be able to move across the borders that easily. Into ABB, I just say on a much wider and broader scale than beginning to politicize it locally.
Yeah, you better security in the soul, but said the Speaker of Parliament, this current Parliament, because who being as a Ghana for ye better a Juma more parliamentarians no more ye ase. Rather than say there be a bear, you say parliamentarian, no, and now or ye in charge of acquiring Oko Facebooker. We say Honorable Federal Corporanza, the right man for the job. Okay, no, Obi send a message viewer. Or some Jerry can do a year, message in a Facebook, the message in the doors in tea. Say, or say, what can they why ye but or person say MP is not in charge of acquiring the idea. And the speaker the okay, say legitimate now. The time and so on the akasa way, it was say
I'm say me crack and son I lead you to, and I didn't even say I said these things happened during my time, partly because of my efforts at chasing after some of Sir and Romano. Medical can was say it's a very difficult thing. On the cover by acquire your first running your political campaign. And got DC for your Thomas Waba and walk around the district. No more your campaign. And no more can say me ba umpotemuha me assembly ni ya me ba me say nka eme here ma cry say an MP leading the political campaign of the party but it is because we run a single election. Well, we run a single campaign, but the multiple elections on election day. Okay. You're talking about my president, you're talking about my MPs.
Yeah.
But you're campaign, one campaign.
One campaign now, yeah. All right.
Okay. At the confusion, but in Nipano, it trim. It took me a while to realize that idea way, because me in particular, I mean, call baby Adam Kujina, I'm promising almost say, maybe yamu kwayamam, maybe yamu school diamam. And I realized that indeed, see a campaign no more raise issues to us. We pledge on behalf of the party in the presidential candidate. They say, oh, yeah, to say, Yamia, I don't know about by more. Any party and our president Bekasa, it's indeed and in truth, it amounts to a pledge that you have made to that community and that people who want that service. But we need to bring in a little bit more education, and we need to find a way. You bet to me and making sure, say, you bet to me a delinque the MP's job, his performance near there from these needs of the districts. But you see, media for any when they say civil society organizations, Moka Humbi. Yes.
At the end,
because to say primaries, who suddenly near the list be about MP way. And when Juma or constituency when the first when I say we are
now you come be idea.
Say I'm not to you.
Now MPs are woman strong constituency be more. MP no do also papa you who know. You to abama no you who know. What they want to work with the now work.
Someone now joining in the education.
Nian Chrom said yes so abama you who know.
Sabe what to abama.
Barana MPs no be so no mukasa na ye de KPIs no MPs na no mukasa.
I see.
Eno ne ye KPIs no it e ba ne sa na ye yi emrane de to be kakra because when akoka say
oba
we say it ne the KPIs ne de atoto ho.
See America say me sure say in all cases directly are taking direct responsibility. But the nature also of your campaigns now, you're running. But at the end, you're back up there. Be here as you know,
okay.
Yato MMDC for so aba because I think say no kakra no na say any direct about to umpo that's a party I was so somehow no omone for the interaction kakra so engagement be if it's a party in the nipa me aba out say when you town hall meetings na out of no measure so government be so is it about elections who most of the time a debate because among food be so so bad then obey any has a way of bringing out the fact say our responsibilities actually rest with a different body or a different person.
Okay.
Indeed, most of them na most of the road kakra.
Anyway, yate most of ayana what to grow for no for.
Material.
Say who ni ho bi when you what say so almost susu nyo manum. Na wo gwa onum a MPT me kan say memo electricity meter. Meter. Intina have you do any business meter. Anyway, after your baba your national politics in the so but mami kind Facebook live in the kakra. Where's the Brown Mark on a more serious note? And my observation and research indicated that Honorable Federal Paransa is obvious choice for the General Secretary position of I'm up for the General Secretary. Would you are cooking kind because everyone cry. Be a but I'm up for the Kekan for the General Secretary position, and he understands the work of the grassroots and the full soldiers. It's way a Sami Boache, or the Fasamakas and Odiaba. We say Honorable Federal Paransa, the right man for the job. And also, that job will be when you move. And also, why media be take it out one more.
What do you have to job this?
We say the NDC Sanko is not holding except lies and propaganda. President Anadudan Kufuado is focused. He say Obuma and okay, but I say. Yes, Sami Kwei. Edward Ohiniku was a great man by all standards. He is the grassroots messiah and the next general secretary in waiting. Selfless and matured politician. Hey, General Secretary. Where is it the great man indeed? Higher heights. Chief, this is your boy, Aroma. You know you're the Aroma.
Hey.
Also the Aroma. Also bueno, no.
I know him.
Nene Abledu. Or the Fiakosumbo. Also, Honorable Paransa is well endowed with good communication skills, social development administrator, good interpersonal human relations, and selfless leader. His personality is one that the MPP can't afford to lose to break the 8. It's also Kebibi Waha. Grassroots is yearning for his coming as the next general secretary of the MPP. Honorable Paransa's, as I say, you don't. Honorable Paransa's no, Comes appeal to Obrofi, the assumption and Tias ye, it is Sambre beam na men share the opposite worker. I'm out for say be the general secretary. Somebody I say more per position say and I'm out for Fremont or young. Boss be also.
It is I said yeah, Uncle Pon Frey as of one. Yeah, the answer your frail. Your frail na. Okay.
It's a man for from us and inform with decision.
It tells you said there is something good in you. Say because of the whole for ya
a party. Okay, what party current executives see what mother what is saying?
Well, do a breath here on assessment. Jidi say enyamin kwame decision. It will be the decision of the party. Say the party shall say na edru ebraye okwa abatu ati said ameme kwa abatu yi na du si ekwa akosisi okay talent no asem na bible ni
talent
yeah bia the seat ahine jao say na aka ne nyina abebam party na nkasa no ahina odi ni free na ahina odi akodu wajaze and they know there to be the decision of national conference enjame ameti hey me assessment na the be pass judgment.
That is correct, but your own assessment. A member of parliament, no my Juma so far. The way I'm running party, no.
Yeah, well, one of my points political. As a such assessment to make of our leaders. The better them work.
Okay.
The better demonstrate you are battle monsoa. Demonstrating war a battle. He said, young fan is the current leaders. What I say. Na and nama betra. Assess on performance. Makeka nsembi afa omo ho. Mo ye nipa. So ahwa na anyo bi de. Ebi nso na me ka no kore. But ampa se me kope position. Me nya position na. Me here say me kan ye nyina bom. Be able to deliver 2024. Mem pese se me obi ho asem bi a enye na carry obi ahwe hu sa na mo bi otu ye enya. We ba betra o kasa fidi.
Na waka.
Me prefer say I can demo. Nanti ase adwuma obi te ne ho ase na ye tene na obetene na watene. On tene na party ma enso betwe na so ho a no de akwa abato ne atwe na so. What I say.
Enti admittedly executives ni be modern bomb performance out to say and so when in them mo nka na bejo.
Oh, certainly no me views performance, not just national executives. I belong to a constituency.
Good.
I belong to a region.
Yeah.
And I've even on occasion I took other regions there. And yes, I have a clear picture performance of some of the executives at different levels of even polling stations.
Yeah. Okay. And your view no so say the young years and there's almost a party no see ahene for no.
The one kasa individual no one is there. It's the party no so sound. Because the party no one is sound o man for no so best say a party na fia ban.
A man for messages and making kind way. Very good communicator. The man can engineer the party administration to break the 8. One more year normally break the 8. Well, we can't win so the American can Austin on Heneba or them. When so say the man is really needed by the party for him to exhibit and help the party to break the 8. How do you break the 8 MPP for?
Na make sure we kabum. You be support to abide not to deliver on the mandate. What I say. You to me support na nado. My juma ye di ahye nsa is can tell me to me yet na so Ghana for any. Na fe ye party man. So especially on one so binum complaints are comedy on party by so
mo serial callers cry na mo so
omo no na ti so omo hu say you to me return the party back to power. A better cry a more chain obi asamre obi o ame o no your position grand hano. But what wunya be in the year this time say we hear say so benya party na ba power na ho emfaso no is better and good for you to fight harder get the party no beba. But omu here a nipa e betumi afa kwan bi so ama omanya ahoden foforo. What I say enya be reinvigorated, re-energize and then remotivate them. Well, to me, yes, I know my way. Who say party money there? Almost at every time, no, they are ready, they are willing, they are able to fight for the party's return to power. But to see a more a new reason to fight and get power for the party. So, they are very, very important and very key. The best I know, man. You better tire by energy. I'm buying to me deliver on the mandate. Oh, how early the NDC started propaganda. Well, Kakaime, Bra, as a president, Wakoto, Jacuzzi, Akusi, okay. Kakaime, Bra, a Bubo Sika, Ghana Sika, Yinandu, Egugu, MP4 account to move, a Prudential Bank. Okay, we've passed through all these things. What I say, and then a presidential jet, and a vaccine, and I say, put it his hands, see me, you know,
a young diesel for your propaganda.
Assembly ba, I say, Obinyan Tiasia. In Iowa Sudi. So, politicians, no, in Iowa Sudi. No, maybe over me view, mono, yeah, the politics. So, what Tiasia, no crane woman, no, Unia, Tiasia, and this in a few years' time, na be a waba power. power not the same thing na fair until the kai NDC for na President Kufuor convoy wadodo pay late males bar power ombeko baby a convoy na gina baby omo chiche cars and into groups now because of asemwa omo ekai but to what end you know him the challenges the president can say bia if we have me Kumasi program na say MPs ni ministers
ka ho
say see ana convoy na MPP faces it, NDC faces it. So why are you making
partisan
politics out of this? What I said, presidential jet issues. In the challenges. Why are we making me by me who comment be Olive I see Olive
okay.
Facebook say it looks like in the second term of every president. Beshi, I said, I'm sorry, what Ghana have about presidential jets. But what is the cost? Indeed, it's strange because in someone would say, defense minister in church, or the Bible,
Dominic need to.
The more the buyer, the church, don't be sidetracked by the comments on bathroom crying at the end. By reading a formal response, the questioner, he put it into parliament. That's what I say. But in a parliament, sometimes it did fair kakra. What I say. You're reading a formal response now. There's nothing about a bathroom in that thing. But quickly now,
in the passing.
In jest. Emma, I'm say a black kakra, so a two man say something about your friend is saying bathroom. So what I say. And we do this in parliament a lot, where you say something in just in passing and somebody responds to that. Is not the main issue. But the issues, of course, West Africa Hakakra, and the challenges of meeting to say Cape Verde, which me free her, but now Ivory Coast, looking for an aircraft to take you to Senegal. You will sleep in a hotel, and the next day, aircraft are called Cape Verde. Same route, no ababeda. Once an ababetna, Ivory Coast. And this is like a 3-hour flight from Ghana direct flight. Imagine a president traveling with, say, a delegation of 20, 15 people. And when we Ecowas country, there are all kinds of side meetings. Council of Ministers, Finance Ministers, Governors, such meetings it's quite a big delegation. It is how fast Embraer to any be a nipa 7 etramu no more can nipa 15 16 efa route ya mechirewi omo that hotel girl overnight to travel, hotel bills, this that's a inconvenience. Why our president no to obeduna the support staff and go do it to prepare for him, for them to be able to get
it's
there.
the alternative and so be cheaper rather than hiring this jet costing us £15,000.
Already free say President Kufuor, knowing very well say he would never sit in these aircrafts. He ordered 2 aircrafts.
And the previous government Baby Chair.
Why didn't you know? Because they made a politics out of it in the 2008 elections. And so cancel at the end. Just populist decisions. When we knew very well, say our aircraft had a much higher capacity. The Embraer was something to support, and when you have smaller delegations traveling, let us allow those bodies. Normal way, were done based on the recommendations of the Ghana Air Force, whose business it is to carry the commander in chief to wherever he has to be. So what I say, they are professionals. You're politicians, and yet Minister for Defense and our presidents, and I can say aircraft
handless.
That's what I say. A decision as a professional group, and maybe I'm crying. Say in a lot of these cases, let us get to the point where some of these entities come out and talk to the people of this country rather than us, the politicians. I said this about Dumie issues here. Kumasi said the fact say this time around. No? It's because of work that they are doing on the systems. And I called on them, say they should come out and defend their position and explain to people of this country. Subsequently, me say omoyeno sir. So I say China a political banter.
But party communication a question because some wa ben bibi ba ade beto well me person me can we because me ni nipa no okoma say me share be so opinion bi. So I say o wa ben here but not on radio or by interview owie ye no and I do anyam na me an interview but owie ye no and I'm a friend me say ade we ade nti na monka wasem no go so we dey later e beka ho asem later e beka ho asem no na first time it's a matter wa na de na ba beto wa still ye nim so man panyin so yusu no yusu ade no tukwa o de ko ichiremu bi ama meto on fa ma man nti de wuken ichiremu ben na ese yetimi nya adi free empanyefo ho ana ke beto man mu no o manfo na so o man so ade ne kra say it's a better wa na enyini ana
me ne we adwen say do ba bi say a little proactive na ya back out crowd information never to out and sakrana knowing amount to me pollute a political space, you know. So sometimes when you say politician also to make assembly, say, hey, say na they call there. Oba 80 in seminimuno. Na say antisa. Russia vaccine assembly. Minimum what moon semwa. It's here mu ye no kra me hu dream say say na there no. Etifa.
What say say?
First of all, is it $10 and $19?
$19, yeah.
When you say $10, no, X factory price,
Russia, yeah.
And $19, no, delivered in Ghana. Until straight away you are comparing apples and oranges. So why import to Adieda? It will me quote you X factory. It will me quote you FOB. It will me quote you CIF. Here quote you delivered to warehouse. These are all different prices. These are all person will compare. BB price year they offer the same type of pricing. Secondly, when you for church remuse, they had wanted a bilateral engagement with the Russian government. How much sure let us call several ministries. They were not getting any serious responses from this ministry. But I also say we are dealing with a pandemic. Yeah, kika konyina no. Na ebre day echo. BM nipa no so beto am 19 cents omo gitum so omo beto no omo raise LC in raising omo LCs no na e delay kakra omo raise LC ni wie no nipa no baton the stock no one e push omo to sometime by July and san obetumi am omo stock this year ka say obi
vaccine dey sense
me ba beto ade wo 19 cents ofo se wanya mfaso pa na me ye LC na delay kakra so obi am more than 19 cents abako akoton ama no clearly he's even gotten a market somewhere better than this I just say me feel say ade ba yanto yebo na I am pentem say be score political points in these things na Ribia say we are polluting the political space too much. Some of thought maybe saying come here jedi. I then I my as a
and that's explanation about foreign affairs minister so by kind say yes say you to me engages as the services of the middleman and saying say to me because there no challenges of the supply no there you overwhelming no it's when you know better no na the other side opposition for so said there be the amoka nentesa am opposition fui any me information good time they say one Russian your friend is saying officials we akwakohia just one much church room ade no say kra na etia just said there is a way I can be to me at all yes Sputnik no
so opposition for no jomudi me minimum
ojo omo so makwakohia omo say a diplomatic way ma me kra ma interrogate wo ho enra abena mi ta kan do ko bi ama me friend bi sa na me say masa what say a meeting bi
on meeting dey on kan Russian diplomat say ne omra out make say enya no krese Ghana ban no try so be engage bilaterally. Because my view, no, I no pen a bit to me a week in a buy case. So what I say, I buy never tried to cross or engage Russia buy no bilaterally. Because said American, we are talking of a pandemic, a situation nipa EU and the upper no drew. I'm a sure letter. It's going to be called health, it's be called trade. About 4 or 5 different foreign affairs. Obia said that MMY, Papa Betcher say, Mofa Kwan Wizua, I didn't move Benyabi, and I'm Mofa Benyabi. So I just say, say, Obia or a serious contact, Omo Casa Dena, Uncle AstraZeneca. Some may Egypt, friends say, India for almost had to Omobodem, some Moma, AstraZeneca, and MPA. That's what they are making. Jinanga Ghana, a buying on trans say, that in 10 cents, no be X factory. Oh, we are apparently strangers need needles rank at 10 cents. No. It's not the same as the 19 cents that comes with additional things, which is the strangers and needles. I administer doses. No. So I was saying that. If first I normally say in the bar, inya boasie, inya adaji. Yeah, let's remove a man for a huno cry. Me, support what they
okay.
Doesn't matter, say free, a party, must say free opposition. And until December, and son, I'll bet it's a make cabin. I'm a tomebo, I could do a dream. And who know, cry sabi, a womb, and son, I'm the meaty, a babeto, a bonte, a make cabin. That's what I was my lecture. Indeed, important to some of us that we don't pollute the political space in this atmosphere. And more.
It's mobile ben me opposition for so at opposition yeah. Who almost say one more yeah. Are they also being proactive? The opposition for no?
Well, proactivity is to keep government on its toes. I think they are discharging Juma. They are getting good at it. That is why we are praying. Say, better how I check a cry. Juma day in I can say. Try baby child out to me any experience. Jomu dibe 16 years in opposition say ombe read them mama. Yamo 8 ka ho ombe to me at the 24. Ni nyina say they are can see be break 8. He said them break so home 4. So I just say the home 4 cycle my man so 16 years. The when they break 8 na. I 24 years. Jomo hiromo my view. Almost your opposition jumani ye. Keep on our toes to the benefit of Ghanaians. You know.
Okay. Now, this current parliament said you are quite so. And then I will be free or more.
Oh, this current parliament
137, one independent.
They are in a very unique situation. When I was chief whip, it was not too far from a situation like this. In Emma, there were more than a crowd. Parliament, because on any given day, 111, 94, 119, there was just about 8 difference. The ministers kakrebi ama parliament and no be too quite kakrebi.
Yeah.
We are in the majority. So I said that. Indeed, a bunny say, the house no tries to work on consensus. That's a lot of negotiations. They should use both sides. There's opportunity to leverage our position, first develop parliament itself and to fight for the good things Ghana for so by keeping government on its toes. It been a good scrutiny. So and you be a buying penny for the parliament na ebia omodi abase omodi besisi oman no. So the intendment of payments of the constitution,
no.
Saying some normal parliament for approval. No. It's not because they didn't trust the executive on their own, will be honest. But it is also for better scrutiny. So in terms of normal AMT, our laws, at the end of the Abanekra text, maybe a contract, INA, or might be air signing. So what I say?
Yeah.
Maybe I won't tell you when, so that you try to guess who the person was. But maybe by a committee, so I check a crack and document night by
the
committee in here.
A document no.
Ya sign agreement but na expire. So na 24 the bar parliament kra no mo. Iti yeah scrutinous no. Chese I expire iti ona da hwache. I buy back kwa ma buy for fraba. Iti as you are transit over government. Mobile any quickly. Call that mindful fraud no. And it was bilateral agreement.
Bilateral, yeah.
Yes, and your mindful fraud embassy near there called lazy, you know. The next meeting, ambassador cry to confirm say signing this on the power of the authority of the prime minister. Sana, it is not because it be a buying penny for the buy normal per bonibi. It was pure oversight. So on the American. Amote honde no ati mo bi o mani no mo hwe a document bia mo then kasa ade na koye they will hold both parliament government because the document would have passed through parliament.
Because to the be mutim pass bibi na fe later no na
wow we had for a few times you pass bibi na ya brebre ni ade na wa jiro ko si ade we pa me ka hona you pass you know what I mean. You know important say newfound strength as a parliament, you know. Mobile leverage, you know.
Okay.
Na amode aye scrutinous. Make sure say bibia ban edeba Ghana fo benya ho mfaso no echima to bia ema ho.
Okay, good. Yeguso ayane honorable Opariansa, a former member of parliament wo ayesu huma bato peso aso. Na obi send message also wo on time kasa radio so na den many producers here bad pa. Na me say
someone I'm afraid of.
Yeah, the friend now by.
I'm afraid I'm make you know who be afraid of.
The band say.
Maybe I'm a
Yes. It's a Mami Shem. We say honorable Paransa is the key to restore the grassroots faith to break the age. That's all. We say, hey, Mugabe. Mugabe. And also by the Master Planner Junior the freaking Tampo. Also, Honorable Frederick Operansa, with a 16 years experience as a member of parliament, cannot sit at the bench to watch the game on. He should be part of the first 11 and the front liner. Hey, to break the 2024. Okay. Yeah. Where's a very good communicator? The man can engineer the party. Austin. And so, and the Abbey made us say, Nana Ameyaw, Blanche. Also, the party needs this man, Honorable Frederick Operansa. He's the right man for the OA4GS. I don't know OA4GS. Oh, GS and the GS and the America say General Secretary.
Oh, we have been this.
Anti-Operansa for General Secretary. Hey, Ayazemo. Tausodu Jemfi. Or say Obe blended international politics. Any Diayen Wagana ha Etimia Buama MPP Etimi a winnie 2024. Charles Odro or say eloquent. We are very brilliant. Thanks. We also say we are selfless leader. That is your hallmark. Nana Kwame or Pascal in some or say MJ, some MPs are not picking calls. So I don't know. I'm saying more DMB or more from my mom pick a call. So no many idea. Now more cars he tinted. Uchamukra.
Jerry. Before we started using the 2001.
Phone it down.
Same number. I'm not talking about the line phone itself, but the number.
Yeah, number no.
Same line number use you.
Okay.
Oh, Bia Bazwa. This is Bia Meti head and chain. And your route by
it's in a conquer. Yes, that should be said they are a B and now what ticket be so national executive woman fee woman ajiwatum navia befrefra hey my busy.
My deputy minister pay same number. My chief whip of the party same number. My MP 16 years same phone number. So Abuja those times crying out from here. So what I say. I just say mada and now my busy. Your philosophy me see. Yeah, yeti station high. Yeah, we it's baby boy. I'm a bit do ya. Am I a boy?
Yeah, boy,
no be frame me. Who ni masem go catch you? If you grow catch us a baby, I will call and call. Now, who qua say na betu? Who ni the power of it? Was a memfa. And I don't number the man for say, I'm on fire there. When you will be fro beside moi. I say untumi mmoa na anya bone so anya obia obefrɛ sɛ wafa ne call no ɛno hia mmoa ɛwɔ hɔ obi kura frɛ aka kyerɛ sɛ obɛboa wo so menim number menim sɛ ntimemfa me de no kura ni da ade ne de unya me ma branch bi wɔ ayi oda friend ya Liverpool na o friend me first na bi o ha emfa bi o ha the next day my friend I say hey kan you na me say ya I catch you say me friend me dey 1 week cry my friend back e bi am I overwhelmed in terms of missed calls but as much as I can I respond to calls and return calls so you know I know the and come my style.
Okay.
Yeah, and number me get more than one phone because I can only speak on one phone at a time.
It's I am not politically one more. Woman to me be arrogant. A homa so na bones too many from so near no man. As I baby abomio. I don't know, sadly, and what the word politics.
President Kufuor can say, see, the two missions. How person who said they'll be used to me now. Sorry, no pa. You took one of wabrana mo veranda.
Yeah.
I share almost titi hono mo hwehwe. Aka said that she be. Also be kwa kwatena obi abrana so akohwehwe.
Akohwehwe no.
Say odwen ho na hu ne saade a. Umi na de ahye wonsa no. Wetumi de aye adwuma.
Okay.
Say when hu ne say umi no a temporal. That she be kwa kodi obi fufro nsem. 16 years na me so hu MP so hu gabe. So and that's me here say so hu MP be bibia ma me a. Say me kwatena hu MP aboboa no akotwen no. One was that I deputy minister pay. I'm the minister and for me. And name is me here say minister be baby be amamia and run for minister of office.
That's correct.
I'm a call train. And your train and make train say I am for some train no.
Yeah.
But me call no be so on the officer or also here. How can I do?
It is so.
It is a okay is our normal way. Na unya sa anti ase na. The two missions are arrogance craving to member. So the amateur.
Okay.
He say it's in passing. Become local could you be in some. The whilst it is with you, no. Fire Juma or be a home for so or manful home for so. Said the Adachi say could you be in some so bet to me a tuneful. Said you could you be in some or also bet to me the Odiana Suyahunu. I can say wait a minute, we suba stay at the same effort. How they are setting good examples.
Okay. Who can a national executive say one bit me at to no ye na nyankopon ya adoma some best some no mono or best sacre mu ye na multimedia breaking the 8. Why the belly the mono breaking the
8? This year for the say a party no for election we PRG to say performance na nya dia na so that dey bia kita car na oko na pa the tire papa na they see blocks. Who say is an engine overheating. Ties are say the first thing when I'll be very red driver. Driver now very red.
Debbie, oh, driver, busy then we move car.
Thank you. We see a car. We decline up engine. AC no up wheels to go see. You can a body works bureau. Why is your body works Nina? Work can it spray? A bureau car no nya yen is a see her. Wow, house a car with a Jim in the bed. So, the papa was saying, but a sea born so engine, I didn't hold it there. Yeah, about some minutes, engine. So I said that, yeah. No trouble, I will see a car, no, genie free, a born so, engine on our face, try to spray Nancy. Be a job to say, I see where dear.
Okay.
I know I be defining it.
Yeah.
Be do hono. He has a national officer be cry. Like I say, yeah, me person a day as no. Time will come to bring its. The saying is leaders emerge.
Okay.
The GD say at the time no see focus say a tie another wachi a juma to so ye na Ghana for jia to mu say juma ban ya ye so any party no awo aban ama na ye adwuma ma ani party as ya man another chance e also ya to ye normal yi wo party nim a party reorganization for fair executives all the way from polling station national executives also they are hungry, they want power. What I say you must see where we are anyway you be never tell say say no been now the party any boy at that time no, the debate becomes very easy.
Okay. Performance of Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, His Excellency. The first term, second term, just 6 months. That's all saying.
So far, so very good. When the America say a couple of things. Last term, speed with which the president did deliver in the crown. Because I even thought say it's used with different approaches. Projects like free SHS. Mampani baya pa. Bema nsi so manza waide. Waham. Me anke bi a mekran naja 20 and 2019 yeah be election no nanka akashim ene the who euphoria ne anije ne ade na bia the call election. But was there be on to asem na akana ase. Bosho share ne nhihye ya ode ebe ya adwuma no. He wants to put it in place immediately. Indeed, 2017 na ofi PSHS. So I said America. And electricity tariffs. Buy the first budget electricity tariffs. So near some 5%, one for rural electrification and the street lights. Half of it free. It was 5%, me. The reduce code 2.5. Only 5% free. A woman or sign some 13% free. So, Emma electricity tariffs are bearable. See, okay, levels of electricity are not bills are yet during time and not doom so. Anytime and another buyer who know electricity the whole time, it was bearable. You could even pay the bills better than. Well, I mean, you pretty factory bills. Telling you, 2016. Maybe you did how you see Jama Mucha light new operative generator. 2017 and another buy tariffs call from the affair started working on the generator, started being able to pay from reconnecting your back. They can share your men and you yam say basin in fee so one day cry company that's why I employ youth no. It's my industries right there stabilize. Well, okay, so by 1D, 1F.
Yeah.
Several other. I think Ichuchu Cry went under rate. And we just already a number of industries. There's one who wanted to do vegetables.
Okay.
Now another that wanted to do alcohol or jato. All of them, I'm aware, speaking to Exim Bank, get on more facilities.
Okay.
Through the Accra, more factories will join those already there. I know, sir, Chocho got some financing from Exim under 1D1F. Bring up the factory. Maybe also been very close.
Yeah.
Glofet, close to whom you understand I used to near one district before. Yeah. But at least about 4 different factories. I mean, him say about coming up.
Within the constituency. I used to home. Inti now we share just a president performance and a
I mean, I can
security wa bambo musem because I don't need idea and saying ekoye enkoyi amanfo eka ho asem.
Say earlier no na me can say be fact say your security say and it's a local problem. I did start here because I was at Ecowas, something that the regional body had been looking at. That if free time you too Gaddafi fee akonyaso Libya. And my small arms war system started coming downwards towards across the Sahara towards West Africa. Then It's an military near or abe porous in Al Qaeda, ISIS, Boko Haram near the move into the Maghreb region or a Gao area, honey, I don't know. So, and they began to grow and fester. The Malian government, Nankasa per se, consider any control that big upper half of the country. Maybe some, I think, French troops had to go in to extract homophobia from a hole. 100 French troops was a major operation that they did. Eti kakra na bebura Burkina. Ba strengthen Boko Haram on the northern fringes of Nigeria. It was spreading across the region. The GD said, "Noana, ya starting who is so Ghana Hano." Ecowas has this policy of free movement of goods, services, and people. So the borders no to be too strict. It is a crime gang biwo Togo and Nigeria and Burkina and Ivory Coast. It's easy for them also to cross over. And as more Ghana also cross over to Togo, do activities there. It's important the regional body, they take it up.
Okay.
So Ghana there before, but for how long? And an island
it's in
within this.
Okay, I said that because I'm out for the suburb the boat my bang.
It feels like a matter of time. And this idea way. Abba pointer. Abba. But a be also no it is isolated incidents. Some of it together when you look at it create a certain feeling. Our bra being so entisa. And then also the media as I was more bringing out some of these issues. Put the Nipa crab out. Any idea? Then you're a little careful with the kind of things Ebama sa Nipa yaka on air because one year udu baby pe na omo de omo hihye bambo hihye any idea near the beto abonte. That year I can say you can be sure say sabe bia Komkani bi na Odini bi also 8 year. It is you be a security person na me betra na me e kwan ye befa so aso ma no ne ade so de monsam nyina ade ato abontin na ye nuanom so position no yen stress when it comes to security it concerns ye nyina nti yen susu how ye de politics e be rura security and seminum na ye ma omo a ewo hu nimdia ye de sa adwuma na hye omo nsa no emo omo nya taipa ne opepa na omo fanya adwuma no ama oman no ye se o hyankom ama ro ebo a utimbi so nti ye doomsday prophets ye tra ha keka no hu na it encourages and even attracts criminals say the Ghana easy so omo nyina cross as until the place to go now. Omoba yina no mobile so ata. Okay. So ata say but yina ye bo bambo for no chidom. Ama who say we are all against crime. We are all ready to help them fight crime. If you say ebeboa ama omo so anya na muden ade asi ho aye adwuma no ama he.
Okay. Good. Me committee for so enche na etiefo no nso etime abem yehwa abono nkono 1989 yes sorry ewo ejumedi so yene honorable Frederick Oparansa na yene no yidi nkomo ene anwumre ye wo neat 100.9 on the torchlight no ye de ato no so Inshaba Anelka Asama constituency no di free baby a WhatsApp no de be 0277 860644 0277 860644 Facebook live and so comments ni nyina no ade ho so de to ye be kenkan even though ye kenkan ye ntima kan ni nyina kra na well, so good evening, McJerry. I'm really enjoying the show this evening. The man in your studio knows the political game. I just say he knows how to deal with the grassroots of the MPP. Osuchi Al-Haji Labaran, Ishaba Nelka, and Ishaba Ozuni no. It's now to 2 coins and Osadia Aya Oko ye Bibi Biafra Okoha. Maybe a bedroom be and said, "You can do to me said this time and we nya leverage, you know." I'm say, "What na mama in the I see our party for no.
Me try say party
for be one round be no, we be see our
job and I didn't come.
Now, when we didn't come, I need to send what for more.
Well, be have more concerns. We are concerns, no. Penny be at this man as you know. Catch no me call her no. Then I met say a party for be eka. You and a moment too far. The artist and one to an amount na and more yena. Be a high in crying shesem. And I say me catch rum. Be a horse ja. As I know one more bembu. Yes. At I make us say almost a number more much at say look. Tanka omampani kufuo bae no a okọ no yetumi ewini election na nka nanado ekọ 2016 so nka yetumi sign hand over my MPP BM a nka president obeto a nanado so no ka 2024 obekọ na hu se nka omo a omanya political positions appointments nyina na nanado komo wi ko ama omo sign bae ko manka me kra me ne wo no kra so nka yadru. Yes, so the longer we stay in power, there are political parties, Japan near there, power for a long time. I mean, GD say on a balance between MPP and NDC there, Ushimwa, MPP were buying more, and I'm gonna for pay. About on a crutch, I am fast to Abama MPP. You win here, who's you winning ma? Kono. So, you win ma.
It's just a Ghana for the
Dona pay MPP no as a normal year as a day I'm a party no at all levels we should be able to retain power.
But also as a party wa ben more ayana sa challenges no ho pass or how never ho
I will
position unity NDC for moto our money mranti crofo more restriction no ma say woman ya very gidigidi. That's
what I'm saying is you build to me a master motivation. Motivation, giving somebody a new reason and a reason to do something. So I just say, it's a motivate you be a just open new reason be a manipano. Nientia bibia and kobaya no ya dano. A reason to so oye. Bro, yeah, motivate you muye. Grassroots. No mu who say the episode yanku pons you cry na to nto ba bia adakro na bi beton kran o kina so humbenya bi mo ase ade akina na bi ko what I say but the is because enyame kro na no owo ha dai no the longer we stay in power the more people na party no opportunities are creating no almost be benefit and the most important cran is the more ena MPP benya kwan de ni so ade hu e wo ho no be ya adwuma so what I say as a ping pong, table tennis.
Yeah.
A boko na this one baba. Boko. Yeah. Buy President Gufo. Buy a policy on SHS. Buy. Okay. And this is for
4 years. 4
years.
Oh
no.
4 years. Beside the cost 3 years. Yeah.
So what I say. And can you buy that time? The interesting thing was a bra. Yeah, the policy neighbor. Now a ranking member. Alex Tetenyo.
Tetenyo, yeah.
No, a ranking member. Oh, sorry, can I say? Our parliament, say that policy they are very good. Now, at that drawing board so for about 12 years. Remember, I saw your former GS.
GS, yeah.
Good. Until offered the whole house will be on supporting policy. No?
At that time, not what the other side.
Yes, no opposition.
Yeah.
I said we are making in November 2008. Okay, parliamentary hands
at the womb.
Yes. By January, I will have to change it because the party during the election says 4 years, no, and you only got 3 years. Now let's turn your Minister for Education.
Yes,
Minister. I did back to 3 years. It's 1 year now. And I buy any say, any say perform here, they call for the educational system. The bonus say, and yet, it's now by a bit longer. Yenya eni so ade hu no de ye adwuma che kakra asunsun sanso pa no ebeba abagana ni bia so to the point say okra won ka say MPP bae no enhye danya rebi because mine mu be very good but sir 2 steps forward 2 steps backwards we hu na be if you say ho na ejina no ano na mwae yen ko opepa yen fa nje MPP ntina aban mu in 2024.
Mukaila Jonah said, yeah. Also, McJerry, Mr. Oparan's son should be plain to tell our current executives that they didn't handle the party very well, especially the grassroots and the party communicators. What extent that would they continue to mishandling us? Mr. Oparan's son is also part of the problem. They are very difficult to be seen. And when you see them with your problems, they won't even mind you. When you make attempts to do what? The only grammar that you are confronted with is whether you've booked appointment or not.
Unfortunately, he has never experienced me. MP say, weekend is a musuma brahona behe.
I don't go to home.
Almost every like 5 days in a week.
Now, could just answer also the normal cousin will do any dear children.
Well, and I'm a cousin home there. I got so near that in Tamo.
How to say,
I'm off what yes, yeah, he's working. He didn't go to home. He's working very well. They follow the exploits maybe on social media. My who say, Gusunam communities, no more calling thank you to I'll brief you also about what is happening in Parliament, which is very, very good.
Okay.
Yeah, but said I'm a kanka, you know. Said I'm a call Parliament. 05, Brian. Yes, I'm ready. If I made 2-3 grand, yes,
I want so many.
I'm so many. More than that. Obo.
Okay. Well, it's a good evening, McJerry. My regards to Honorable Paransa. He's a man with foresight, and I strongly support him for a GS position of MPP. Edem, a good day. Hey, Abu Ramadan. A good day, so that you be you. We say, get Honorable Paransa. Osonoba Mina. Message James and but I'm so person say you are for the grassroots. So you're grassroots man. Ope and I'll bet me aboa to break the 8 or sonoba mina or difference a woman aba. Or difference a woman and aba. We so say Jerry, good evening, and I hope you always do good. Yes. I said, but I want to know if that former MP is from MPP. MPP ni ba not here. MPP ni papa. Who join MPP here, bay?
2 days.
Just say who
that I'm not just going to
oh.
Okay. Na po Benito, well, mates. Are dining moment.
Na de no monum ni ade. Those days.
You can UST. That UST. Them politics.
Yeah. Okay. MPP name papa na ote here we DMP for your 4 terms. So we home constituency. Where's the way the grassroots?
And the engine no business, sir.
Well, meaning the engine no business. One for reason, but the obisa and they say, we ye MPP ni ana. But one for reason, ama mama share. One for reason, ama. Intia obisa sa ne one farmer. The meaning the intia the man no obisa sa. Good. Na message they say wow. Where's the if Ghanaians did not take their time seriously, especially the chiefs, politicians will destroy this country. Okay. On the IGP, as some okay, crime will be a having because a crime in you. I'm not for be any brain so message and I'm making a crash here, Hano. The idea or the auto was IGP in the ground resign. That statement, no, at all saying.
Oh, say, Ipa. And yet, no crying now, now to make kind of bread is a worker. So I say, like I say, Ubisa me my assessment of national executive. So I say, but my out here says me wo assessment in the crowd, me can wo public. So I say, be a name, be a crime or be a so I make a crime. See, actually, countries be cry a day. Israeli Prime Minister cry say, no, I say more. Oh, potentially there's crime there. The potential there's crime everywhere, but nipa ebufu and nipa any brea. Esa bre no na kasa bre omukrum. So the oya penny a let's try to say I'm penny phone bi a apan amomo decisions no. Yomu hu kasa omobek. Ne ebrea asa omopese okan. Kama me MP no. Tamba ko a mrante na wo me ho no. Oni obi o agru dia. That time I waba me fie. Ebra waba me fie. Na ono ne bedi agro ne. Say mbia ubeka ewo me fie ho no.
Okay.
Okay. Maybe me ma akoko kakra bi ma party ma. Na ba bia meti wo suhum no. Girl bi e complain kire me mrante no baako. Hey, John Rabo yetiti here wache mama party for area wa ma ebi. Guy ne girl no was apa o. Omo wo.
Okay.
No human say amu amugu he Honorable benya mo ho nkoko. Enua. Asemu yi. E ko ho chew pansa na ye kwa bato. Ya. Na chisa afia ne nam mpotamu ho Honorable say oni ye ho nkoko be cha me.
Oh, okay.
Di awa no bi beti ha me nice. Me do mu ana me hu brand no make comment.
No comment.
Oh, Honorable. Girl leader me no was na me se maka kira mo say e bia ugina a we kan asem a we ka no. Wom. What you say? Ya papa no wom. Na that pronouncement na e ya ko sound. Bia it say onokra will give you up. So one would make sure. So be an antisa. Mankasa de no crani me nya NTA.
Okay.
Asem no.
All right.
Me nya any text or any voice
no.
on it. And I'm going by submission.
Oh yeah, the American or kind of pepe.
Asem no. And it's idea. Me feel say in him context as well.
Okay.
They kind of no can sorry them.
There be
no can.
Okosra. The late Constable Emmanuel say. Your police in to Okani or Costa Bushia for. It will be an central for us, you editing Tamino. It will be Bisana security experts for one more cassa, Quaco say Jumano, a yabro police for no so. And no cassa, one make a cassa, no internase, or responded to the security experts. And now, can say, crime will be a UK or Sweden, a bio, USA bio, it's a Ghana pet. Ope baby a crime in the heaven.
Did I make us say a brave BBC?
Yeah,
Ayana enye kasasa na.
Yeah, because especially say wa officer every na wa call family
ho. Unya asema de aboto yamni ade. Nti emeka so no so sabi o nipa. Minim the mood in which be owo ana mood a nsentwefo so du be am ha adwen na ebia obi de to share so ma enti na mo megidi say IGP by gidi say why nyuma pa bebre so what I say say kwasuo na bo ahina di koba ne say akoka bribi a anya ye da memma yemfa no nko emu ne kumfo nka say eno nti yempam no eno nti on reason
and am for so yempam
nti yamaka ne say ono ankasa nso nye assessment of your kind situation apology be retraction na odi abagana for your quiet understanding. That is one of the good things. But who ewo my look MP me to make a man ananom transe. Enye bo apayo kwan so but akọ baby. Pesi eja na akọ the next place. But to me kwimfa na ananom na ewo ho so. Anka say biti ha kwan me. But ukọ na o kirekire omumu so say nana ya na me be. Me wiase asem nyina asenka. Mo twan me ntie nya me na me mraba. Bia me ho akono nso nti no ade fo no so mpese beja nti na mama elite oka no matiase bi o ha no matiase be 3-4 hours but matiase no mo de oboni aide chew mesre se okay asamo oka say that make no credit but that is not the time and place odebeka it is a factor you know him say do you sure the stage aboni ne
yeah
And I cry.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I just say, oh, when you bad boy, Bakubi, and a bad girl. Man, cry the mountain, bad. Boys, he's probably very right.
All right.
But the time and place and the context, and I'm so they can. The best friend, so Bekia Sayana, Akia Sayana, Tumiama, Asumjiaba. Now, and the focus of your person, a Kahu Assembly, say, our minimum, and conquer your uncle yet. I mean, sure say, Boy Juma over there. You know, some of our dear nobody.
Yeah.
Me of us and
Santa Pete, yeah.
Bye, on so be fair.
Okay. All right. But that's my main call at you for net you for the sombre will be 03022435540 03022435540 comprehensively no. Abomodi yet me atoto a year Honorable Frederick Operanza, former MP, ewo yesu hum ye 4 MP. Ewo yesu hum about 1 person so I work years in the boma 16 years as and a year came. No, na ne, Edin Comoy Deputy Minister Pam, hold the positions be brave. The titular bra na oye MP. Actively politics, you know, Ujina and I so ya ne wa hint to say national executive position a dear. I could be woman pennyful be a quite to her. Obeko.
Pennyful be a quite to Rebecca.
But one cast of Beko.
Some kind of
okay, good. I'm quite Madison. I also many what you and I will catch Honorable Frederick Operanza. Bemadio. Yes, man. It is a
now. I was about to know what you say.
Yamiadom, no way, Bernard catch him so very confirm into my bona money. Maybe 4 years in here, and my
from here to Bokono.
Sir, you might say, Ojoso.
Now, one new number. I have from empty and no man why. My register no because of him, Papa. Piano. Why?
You might say,
dear Pa, you almost been a area of Ghana animal. My Jerry.
Yes, sir.
One was saying no clear back. Police in our friend Unquano. Abusia phone in a bemo. Hey, Agyeman on ye. Or my Agyeman on ye. And I pap bonny for dinner, would you say? Now, yeah, bump and shall allow a police for betting conforming now.
Okay, but that's it.
Can't tell Papa, me say, I send my walk and a walk soon come. Na Ghana Hanamu, NBC for now, how my Ghana. One more pan no crack. Now, no crack here back. His Excellency and another Danko Kupadu. Obama Ghana,
okay. Oh, but that's it. Oh,
Jerry.
Yes, sir.
Oh, yes, Kakrabi.
Yanitam na for which
Ibrahim, Yatasini, Yabestrano, Yam Kotomi.
Okay, but that's a papa. How you need 100 points in a mammy for next one here to us. About your Majo? Yes, man, it's a Yamiado Boko Yitio.
Where Munkala Jonas?
Okay, Munkala Yitio.
That's it. And Pachoka Jona was a Michiano.
Honorable Joso.
It's Namicha Banga, so incoming national youth organizer. I do the deep chair. Raza Kujufuku, Misalutu. Jerry, again, ye Hammy and say, Nana, maybe I'm a cow. And he say, you would this at Rassemino Magere, and they are sure more. But we say in a fair hearing, and I say investigation. They just be done Kwasemi more than 3 years. Nipan or remand. And he achieved the same instead say, maybe no or 3 seconds or second. When we say, was your boom to Kuamo, and say, Massa constitution by Juma. It was a very no Magere, and say, entity party. Police need text personal. It means Canada. Akwai say ne almost 30 years no ansana yes second batch bano second batch we have been relegated first ones no mo wasoro hono no mo ana se bi adodade no ekom ho ukobisa o ye be reshuffle e be si ne ika chiro na bo say ono say wa disappoint me da me nkan sie ntino o mbesisa o msisa o mnsa no e be say break it a grassroots adini so ne ba form a eduma na wo bia no grassroots be ye na se debi akasa kware a masa emfa yefu pen sha ben o
be that say oh ba emfa ofofro e wa hai e ba cho me mo ajo masa yes sir when you do the account Gaza na bozu.
I found audition neighbors.
You.
Hey, whom Gabi? You this head in the man. On a buffer of our answer. Hey, a man about power. And this is for about power and share, papa, yeah, communication. And DNA, hey. No, Miss Switch, I'm from Mano. And you walk on in Numa. I'm the American assessor, Gadukai, and smelting the I and Pushano. Your Margaret, that's fun. My whole Ghana and even yet the Testament Chato. And the American say, I give you honest. About course, yourself. The statement, and try ye. O man, penny, why, yes. Sometimes I saw Papa who bought. Now, when we are a concierge, now I can't say me and heaven. Now, heaven of what order? Who go order? It's much of our answer, the future. That's what I'm going to go back. To make it sure, sir.
Okay. Me dance here no wadwen chira wo so dia ba ni 100.9 so. Me ba choma joy. Ya me adoboko na so e.
Oh, your family will come away.
Yetio.
So no you are your man. Abesi, telling him. Oh, lady come am in charge bravo.
Your friend me Jerry me ne kwesi.
Hey, sorry. My Jerry, we there sorry. The way kwesi there sorry. Mamincha onabo na mincha Ghana's ambassador to Togo Mr. Demitia. Akwesi. Edia de man who say. Don't say a can security as a man. Then this is for sorry no more can I was so was wago somewhere see ho NPP for the war your boys are Moya Basabasa. Maybe everything say, I'm not bringing me near Basabasa, Cosina, and this is for me. Didn't you make an say?
Yes, sir. Hello.
Yes.
Me pacho, baby, I'm in a hotel. About what I remember.
My Jerry.
So we need in Asubia, auntie. Member Casa. Winnie, you don't have it. So, in Asua. Bebacho, so when in Asua. Oh, now for coma bambo for me, had ye. May meet him.
And you already know. And some me come, so almost somewhere if you want to
okay, and then the Mousu say, a young woman, you mate, and I may say, economy me near New Year, it's what I remember. I may fancy one. And I mean, no, some may mouth the platform now, but through in Sadia and what I say, Bebajo, to what I remember. That's it. I may fancy one I made to us. Majo, honorable parents, our and then you go, Majo. Yet you.
Ya okrumansa amu amekasafi atimatiase.
Okay.
So honorable opare ansa adwumeyi na atu.
Bajo so.
Wa adwumaden a wai bo Ghana wo MP abayoko mu no. Yeni aso. Na sa wo ba so mpatemu a. So ebebua anya wa braso na ebuye. E de na no won samo constituency. E jinotamu a yeche ensamu a edikwa abri na ensamu constituency subai na yeche sumu transe na eyi opare ansamu so mu no yeni bebi ade akopi ene modern ba wo kwaso a wo prefer na tinyankopon waduma obabe DS ama yoko MPP na menka hu yeni so betimi ayo efe yamra amenu tem katra ye secret wonsem no kwari nyankopon animie yemfa politics entonchei na yenka no kura ewo ho mesre ye future DS ese na ka wonye empenfo akasa titune ye AGP ene vice president power ye police council onu no di anim no ye from pa sanse enfo no enye ma security nsem na say wutie ne ekokoko so ekunkum no owu ani ade a eye ne eti abanyam o ɛno nti mesrɛ papaapa
Okay.
kwan biara a mobɛfa so a mobɛtumi ayɛ ama security nsɛm no ɛtumi agyina brane afei nso no mode def yɛfrɛ sɛ penalty no bɛyɛ adwuma sɛnea amammara ka no na ɛbɛsɛne signal.
Okay. Okromansa, you don't say. Okay. But I say, and also with the hour, but unfortunately, your time, you know, as soon now, your best signing honorable parents, you have a last one. Okay. Producer, say for last one. Okay. About your man, yes, man.
Papa, I was saying,
Why they can say?
yes, I'm your robot. You're going to go for a boss, so you're papa. Producer.
Amen.
Papa.
And I can wait, yeah. Yes, you.
My daddy, you're going to go to that honorable operator, papa, and the castle. You're going to go to honorable operator, or robot, and papa. No matter, they come out from here. Maybe, and can Nanka IGP Casano Casa and Anka one can papa. As a Spaniard, in your funny no, indeed, uncle, in Mount to know something. My daddy, you want to go for the party. When a confusion, this Namentia you. Now, Obia to I have police in me. If I could them where I need, no one swan and men. Obi a see Punubi. We can go for the party. Last one from Cantamanto. Upri Cantamantua. Uti CMB Cantamantua. Almost big. Why 50 pesos? Take it to you. Almost tell my penny in my belly. My uncle one call papa.
Okay, may I say? Onshira won song. And ye de afreno AC. Obi bia obekechire no. E da se do na na obekechire mo fan chen e bring tea few calls we need betimi afa. Another time honorable parents abese aba ha. So obeba ha na de e be yenkomo fufuru bi. Aye bi di. Honorable. Yenko e de na ka che Ghana for.
Well, nam say na bra ho ananka meka omo a call for a swift justice the death penalty.
Obetimi aka bi bia.
Aya na here say ade asemusi a nokre ewo hoi ene ntro to me say ntwa to so nso wo ho say bibi say course yi me mpawasem me wo ho adwembone metumi kra akotia osifo nine so munim say Jerry bibi e course wa ha no ka ho say ya ma kwan ma prosifo anya hwehwemu ampensem no mam na obi feel say asɛmba na mekobo amane immediately ye na yakuno ye ndi na asɛm mmra kwan so pɛ me de ɔhaw kɛse ebeto ye nyina yakom anu nti ye nya abotrare saa adwen ni bi na ma ebinom etumi chi obi na instant justice ya bono na kata ya hyehyɛ ne ho ya hye no so obi betumi a organize community enim emeti bi mene no tech a geodetic engineer that time na okay chinto issues ni mu ho no Azuma Nelson
yeah
cousin and boy no na engineer wako area ho na nkrofo bi ekoto share no so wo room some reason and na ne ho de kakra no omo prepare so agye ne ho no dwane ye the next town odu next town no na nim so adukrom so nti dwane see from call here for ana protection emu ho ana nkrofo na HAC ni bedu krom no mo ka kire krofo ne se akwa we yo mo a ode ne ho ka wa na obema ayira ni bi na kroma bi twe wo mafu ni ade kroma nyina to share ni eso bo ne ku no mo ni afika kra no beka ya ma ebinu so fi nkran ha kokko ni krofo no kokko yam se na soja fo kra eka ho so nti anoma we nti ntwa to so ne nada na de etumi ba temu nti no na asemusi ni yebo obi suspect we are a suspect near the nafamra kwan so ya to yebo is it the wheels of justice is slow but it is for good reason. Said they said no crabby or benya a bre aba. He nya ya say achi obi enya no kre na obu ne kum for no wakuno. Na achiri abepie say na enya no kre. We ya hwehwe ya. No so nti na obehu say president say would to me to sign for the death penalty or omo death row.
Omo sign.
They are careful. They give it time. US say, bra, DNA. MI no. If I be no more death row. DNA buy out you almost start to share cases nibi no. Omo who so be cry DNA evidence cry. Bini ho. Enyo no ye. Nti no. Temni sia hadwe. Nyina ye koma eti. Adasi enya abotare. Na yetumi ma emra ho kwan ma emra eye adwuma. Madam wase. Madam tifo so as na masi ha de achia me party mpanimfo nyina achia o mpanina na danko akufado na pamfo omo nkoso no munya adwuma pa na nyina ye tai o maji gidi se Ghana for GD o MPP manyoko nim ye na ebetumi de yakọ the promised land.
And then you bring also that say oba be kan your home abusua ene metiefo ne ahwefo yene ene honorable opariansa or the former MP Yesuhum Abaton Pesua so in fear 9 okono 3 times but it's 16 years and odi ye ewa Yesu home and ne on the end the income on the political life the afema and the future plans politically you say or ye nyina no bia na so ya besa invite na ba ha biem na no oba answer obeba no na ye nkomo fufuru bi na ye beba na baba be di midin e de luxurious say agyeman be do bibia say pious be do ban say Naomi Obenewa wo mo ne bo mi chidom Margaret Abena Frima Bankroy in charge of the social media handles. Facebook Live Neat 100.9 FM. Despite media and say Neat FM. Okohwa videos no available. Ewo hwa ubiti me akwa shenya. Me yado mo china no pa. 5:30 minu ubeshia. Ewo Ghana muntie so the #1 morning show in town. Na yedi ekomo. Nyakopon enshiro bibia.